everyone, TI Free coming back at you from the Cemetech Minecraft server. Today you might be wondering what in the world I've managed to get myself into. Well, this is actually a place underneath my town-ish. I found myself a spawner when I was digging around, clearing out, looking for mobs, and trying to get caves lit up. And I decided, well, why not set myself up with a magma cube farm of sorts. They're actually kind of a pain in the shorts to kill off, and, well, honestly, I like automating the process, so I decided to try and play around with this a bit. I converted this to a magma cube farm, got my butt thoroughly kicked, because, really, they are difficult to kill. Testing, I found out that water does push them away if they can't see you, so the idea is to have the water push them over to here, at which point I'm going to have a 3 wide, probably 3 deep trench here that will push them over this way, and I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to accomplish this part yet. I think I may use a whole bunch of fence gates. I may end up using signs. I'm not entirely sure on that yet. And basically I'm going to get them to where they go over into this general direction. Thank God for Depth Strider. And possibly come up and over into this area here where they can die and the hoppers can grab the items and dump them off into a chest. So that is the eventual plan. Whether I'm actually able to accomplish said plan, that's kind of up for discussion at the moment. As you can see, this forces it over here, and since they can jump, I believe it was 3, maybe 4 high, I'm going to try and make sure this is deep enough to where they're just going to kind of get pushed along and hopefully not get too motivated to try and jump out of their enclosure here, or at least out of this little trench. Now this is a bit of a new type of video for me since I've not really done much in the way of recording while I'm building. And this Enderman here has proven to be a bit of a curiosity because I can hit him with water and he doesn't teleport away. I don't get it. He should immediately teleport upon water contact, and well, see, now he's pushing up against me. He's apparently not too appreciative of what I just did. But yeah, that just kind of surprises me. I don't know, have you guys ever seen anything like that? Let me know in the comments below, because really, that's kind of cool. I don't really need the iron so much. I've got an iron farm working. I guess this begs the question, do I want this just as a 3 high or 4 high? I guess honestly it needs to be 4 high to ensure that the large slime, or not necessarily slimes, but the magma cubes will actually make their way across there, which means I probably need to go ahead and do this. Yeah, he's probably gonna die. Come on. There you go. At least for a second. Alright. Yeah, see, he still is... whatever. I think if I can get the water to flow the baddies over to here... getting myself to do a little bit of flowing. I really need that entire ceiling of dirt there. More of a pain than anything. I just need to get it past this wall here, I think. which means I need to take this back at least another 2. From what information I've been able to find, this is supposed to be like building a slime spawn to have an automation kill. They're supposed to suffocate to death. I never bothered to build an automated slime farm before. And, so yeah, this is pretty much just going into new territory for me. Looks like that would work. Just comes up here and... yeah. Oh, hi, little chicken. I'll have to return back to the base, though, because I... oops. Well, I bloody didn't mean to do that now. Let's see. Put a block there. Put some water in that hole there. There we go. Problem solved. Sort of. Not really. Whatever. Well, that didn't work out. Got a little bit of lag going on again. My computer really doesn't like having too many things opened up at once. Alright. So we can force them at least to this point. We need at least a 4x. The question is how do I get them over... I guess if they're going to try and float their way up, I need to set the water sources to just... oop, come on. If I get the water sources where they're just level to here, and have, I don't know, signs perhaps going across there to keep the water from flowing backwards. Oh, hey, we have a skeleton. Go away, skeleton. We ain't got time for you. Down, boy. So yeah, that's my thinking out loud as we set this up to where the water flows all the way to this point here. We have the water flow downwards from this point. That might actually not be a bad idea. We need to force them, so... I guess if we set this up to where we move the blocks over here one more outward, it forces the water probably into this point here, and then we have the water itself coming down from this point, so they should just float up, one would hope. Probably should build this in some sort of a testing world, but where's all the fun in that? Alright, I'll go ahead and throw some light up here to keep things from spawning. Need to take this down some. Okay. We need water. And he's just gonna die. There we go. Alright, so that puts it one shot into here. Now, do we want to set up signs? along this point, which we probably don't want to do because the we need to be able to block the middle off as well. I'll only do 3 wide. Well, I still have... I think I have some eggs. I do have some eggs. Problem is I don't have anything to turn that back into, and I'm too lazy to actually walk back up those stairs. Let's see what else I've got that I can change it into. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and grab that. Grab myself an extra stack of eggs or 2. There's that. Consolidate. This would probably been best served with stairs, but I like my slabs a lot, so... Let's see what happens, shall we? Ow. Come on, let me up. Let me up. There we go. Well, it looks like the large ones can make it into there. So, let's see if we can't just go ahead and change that back into something... Ah, crap. Okay, well... This is not working out as I expected it to. There we go. Well, I'm about to run out. There we go. No, that wasn't quite exactly what I was expecting. But, you know. Problem currently under control. Alright. So, for the most part, we know this aspect works getting them over to here. And I'm a complete nut and totally forgot to grab some wood while I was at the base. Should probably go ahead and grab a crafting table while I'm there. Oops. It would help if I knew how to spell. Alright. Go ahead and grab a few more stacks of eggs in case further testing yields some problems. Let's see. I have a ton of oak. Looks like an oak box. And I don't know if I have a crafting table. Ah, there we go. Look at that. Now the boring trek back down. Ow. Free up some of the inventory space. For the moment, we have no use for any of that. Okay, so let me go ahead and see about sealing this off. Really would be a lot easier if my computer wasn't lagging out so badly. I guess that part don't matter, as I plan on... Oops. There. Alright. I think I might actually be a little further down than I was expecting. Go ahead and fill this in a little bit. I've still got plenty of stones, so we don't need to really worry about that too much. For the time being, we'll just throw a little bit of light down. Let's see, best way to get over. Okay, I really don't know what happened there. I was on that ledge. Apparently it doesn't love me. There we go. Honestly, I think we could take that down a little bit, raise this up, so that's at the level of those blocks there. I think that might be something worth doing. We'll go ahead and throw... Oops. I mess up a lot. Needless to say, I'm nowhere near a master at any of this stuff, but I do try. So we need to take this on up. Go ahead and get down there and grab them resources. I hate letting things go to waste. Still just trying to come up with a good way to force the mobs to go this way. I guess what I can do is I can line one side up with blocks, make those water blocks, remove those, and replace with water on both sides. And then at that point, the only thing I have to concern myself with is the fact that those down there need to stop water from coming in. Going back into the trench there. Oops, come on. Looks like we still have a spawning issue over here. There we go. Holy crap. Okay, so... well, you know what? I don't care. Blow that up if you want to. Perhaps down here. Looks like we have some lighting issues. Get a little bit of that taken care of. Alright. Come on, game. Keep up with me. Now, some may ask why I don't just go ahead and let them come up to here, drown, and collect the items from down there. Well, I really don't want to have to create more stairs to have to wander down here to get to a chest. I'd rather they come up to me if I can make that at all possible. And I'm pretty sure we can figure out a way to make that happen. We have the technology. Alright. So, get rid of that. Go ahead and do that. Probably making an overkill of fence gates here, but I'm sure I'll need it for other projects, so no big deal. That was in the wrong spot. Okay. Let me see. Go ahead and throw the 4 along this. Swear this computer is just having all sorts of aneurysm here. Not what I had anticipated on doing. Looks like I don't have to worry about putting them up high. The block wall there will keep it protected. That's a relief. And, well, hey. Well, looks like I should probably go ahead and block this off here, if I still have any materials to do that. Oops. Come on. I think if we do this, go ahead and clear this out a little bit. We'll at some point have to try and make this look a little nicer anyway, but for now I'm just trying to get things working. This is still just a proof of concept to see if I can even get this accomplished. Alright, let me see about getting... Oops. We will make this into our double chest at some point. And we need hoppers. What did I... Ah, never mind. I swear I'm not completely losing it. Just only partially. Here. Best to be safe than sorry. Okay. Now, how many more of these do I think I'm gonna need? Okay, let's get rid of the torches. Alright. Gotta have a layer of blocks along there. Okay, that's not going to work for my OCD behavior here. Can't allow that to happen. No, I think that looks pretty good. What do you guys think? What I do think, though, is I'm going to have to go down here real quick and do a little bit of block breaking. Oops. Okay, so we still have those two. Looks like to me... I may have screwed that up. Well, that's not good. Let's go see what we need to do to fix this. Besides, have someone else build this farm. Alright, so... obviously, we need to... That is a very good question. What is it we need to do? Don't really want to lower these any more than we have. We should raise the water level there. Let me grab some water buckets here. Actually, no, I can get rid of these things and not really hurt my feelings any. Let's try doing this oh so carefully. Nope, that didn't seem to work. Alright. See if we can't fix the rest of this, because random waterway is just not what I like. Even if I'll be the only one that ever sees it, we'll know. Alright. Oh no, it's dark! What am I gonna do? Okay, so we should resupply on our water supplies. for a moment. Let's see. Well, that was not what I wanted to do either. Okay, so we know... Come on, game. Da, 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 da. So, what if we take... For a moment... There we go. Don't really need the hoppers. Get rid of the oak. Eggs. Oh, right. It'd be nice if you could shift-click torches and it automatically filled this one up instead of, you know, trying to find a place in the hotbar to put it. I doubt Mo Yang's even paying attention, so it's not something I really expect to actually happen. What if, for a moment, we did... Oops. Oh, right. Yeah, we could do... Actually... There we go. Go ahead and throw these back down. And one for you. There. One there. Oh, right. We needed the other... Oh, my God. What would Mumbo say, being such a spoon? Now I remember why we was putting those blocks there. Man, I feel like a moron at the moment. There we go. Alright, so... we put... No. Come on now. There. We will eventually accomplish the task at hand. I promise. It will eventually happen. So, now that we have that set up, hopefully properly... that should shunt them off to there. And... okay, so we should go ahead and block that. That will let me put water along here. And we toss... just because I like consistency of everything. And drop that down. Oops. Try that again. Come on now. Play nice with me, Minecraft. probably not needed to do it that way, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. Okay, so you know what, for now, that's kind of more an annoyance than anything. Go ahead and situate that. Make use of some of this glass we've brought with us. Come on. There. Wait a minute. Yep, that's what I was afraid was gonna happen. So we need the wall of... Why didn't that happen down there? Because I left that wall there, and I can't do that with this. See, together we can problem solve anything. Hopefully. Maybe. We will find out. There we go. We need to raise this higher. We don't care how high this actually ends up. We need this to be up there. We need this to be yet another step higher. Man, look at all this stuff the hoppers are catching. Okay, that means... I guess that does beg the question now. Will they make it up to there? I mean, one would hope. But I think we need to take that even higher. Oh, goody. I need to go up there and fix that hole real quick. So, problem with all this lag that I'm suffering from recording is it's not detecting all my key presses. Okay, hi chicken. So, we shall get rid of all of that. Go ahead and put that down. Well, before we get too far into that, I don't really see any chance of anything coming in and catching me off guard. Never really know, though, do we? Look at me, I'm figuring it out. Ah, come on. Oops. Alright, well, I guess the only real thing we can do at this point is to try it out, right? Let me go ahead and finish sealing off some of this so they don't escape. Chicken, I'm gonna have to say you're in the way. There you go. care which way you go, just go. And I guess the question now is can I change this from a distance? Because they're going to spawn rather quickly. Go ahead and throw a couple stacks of normal eggs so I can catch them. Well, moment of truth. Ow, ow, ow. Go. Bad mobs, go. There we go. He's being a wee bit persistent there. Oh. Okay, so they've been pushed into there. But I don't see them rising up. That's not a good thing. We should probably go ahead and return this back to a pig. What are you guys doing? Well, they're dying. That's what they're doing. So they can float, they just need... What in the world's going on over there? This might be the internet's #1 way on not how to build this particular farm. They don't go up. I guess I hadn't read anything about them not going up. I kinda thought that any mob that could float, such as they were sort of doing, maybe my information on them was incorrect. Well, let me do a little bit of this. Come on. Catch. So, oh, right, we should probably bring out a weapon. That would help a lot. So we learned something this episode that I didn't know previously. Learning's good, I guess. I just really wish I hadn't spent all this time building intricate everything. Well, hey, look at that. One of them actually did manage to make it into here. So, I guess what I get to do now... I'm not sure I want to leave that as a testament to my failures, but I'm going to need to replace all that water there with blocks so they can't go up any higher. I guess I can just reclaim all of my fence gates while I'm at it. Slight bit of a disappointment, but hey, we learned something. I don't know, any of you guys ever have these kinds of issues? I mean, obviously you wouldn't be recording them. I think it might be fun to share in my failures, so to speak. Alright. Looks like I can reclaim those those 3 water sources well enough. And So yay. Well, at least I know I can get them to go down that far. Still bummed out. In case any of the little ones want to try and sneak in on me and try to float, because they're jerks for floating, and, you know, the other ones are jerks for not. Such sadness. Alright. So, I need to come up with some sort of idea. I guess I could bring the stairs out to here, wall this off, and bring you down and around. I may end up having to use stairs due to the steepness to get down to a point down here where one can get at the items. Wait a minute. Which direction are you? There we go. Oh, that means I have to dig this all out. It was a good effort, wasn't it? Oh, don't look like we want that, but I guess we could place this with that. And we can put... Awesome. Alright, so... I really hope I haven't irritated anybody here watching my video. Honestly, I didn't know that they did not float. And if anybody else learned something new from that encounter as well, then I guess it wasn't a total waste after all. Alright, so... go ahead and throw... use some glass. Oh, right. Oh. Alright, let's see. You know what? I would like to open that up a bit more. Shovel would come in quite handy. Go. At this point, I'm just kind of hopeful that this spot over here is within spawning range. Yeah, it should be no problem. Man, now that's all ugly looking back in there. Okay, well... come on, why are we lagging like this? Well, that's not really what I wanted you to do. Well... Elonzi! Ouch! Holy crap, they've spawned quick. Ah, thanks. Awesome. ahead and claim that. And see... I don't see any mobs hanging around. Not that that means anything. Claim my glass. I think I might want to just go ahead and make the spawning chamber a little bigger. So more of them can get in there at a time. Starting to look like a pretty good idea, actually. Well, we can go ahead and do that once this guy gets going down that way. Anybody wondering about the whole failed to catch this mob thing? Oh, hey, let's fix that because that's a problem. There we go. Okay, so now that that's all broken, let's throw... And we want to utilize this. Ooh, I know, we should put some packed ice down there. We fill this with some packed ice, and that will allow them to slide along a little better. Let's go grab some. We can drop off some of this other unneeded stuff. And I really need to move my home to somewhere else that's a little more secure. It would make more sense if we went ahead and done that. There. Let's see. Get rid of the stone, dirt, and diorite. Wait a minute, I only grabbed 2 stacks of that, so let's go ahead and grab a couple more. Whole safe side thing. I promise I plan to make this look a lot better, just not in this particular episode. And down we go. Okay, so... Come on. Now, what if we did that for essentially all these pieces here? I really don't know if this is going to help. I can only hope. Okay. And we wish to make this bigger. Definitely need more hotbar slots on here. Make it a little easier trying to get all of this stuff done. Having to switch tools and blocks and everything else, but that's just me being my whiny self. Okay, I do not have the hoppers on me, so we will have to do that. And at some point, I'm going to have to go figure out where all those zombies are spawning in at. Come on, up. Knew you could do it. Alright, so what do you think? We have increased it by 4 more blocks. We take those out, replace with water up there. And we do not need the eggs at this time. You see about jumping up here and going ahead and filling in the water, or the glass, because, you know, glass is important. Glass blocks. That would be incorrect. Come on, T.I. You can do this. I have faith in myself. And I so totally don't just talk to myself all the time, trust me. Those would be very, very terrible conversations. I'm debating on whether or not to replace this with packed ice. Actually, we should go ahead and remove all that. Let's go ahead. Oops. And back down here. Ow. Water is such a weird thing here on Minecraft. I don't understand its logic. Basically, they should. Even the little ones shouldn't have a chance of being able to survive if they do manage to float their way up. Before anybody laughs at me about possibly dying from the suffocation issue, don't worry. I got the armor and equipment for it. Yeah, that should be good. Alright, so I think I packed my glass away in the chest because I am a moron. And I bet if I looked in there, there's a bit of glass too. Okay. Should we go ahead and just change this over to packed ice? I think we should. Just because it seems like the thing I would do. Help speed up the whole process of them falling down. Like I said before, don't know if it's going to work. We will go ahead and block off the water source so I ain't got to replace it again. And the funny thing is I actually have updates I could show you inside my item sorter basement that I haven't gotten around to showing you all yet, but we'll wait until more of those particular rooms are built. I still have a few more things that need to be done, and frankly I've been running out of steam on trying to design the room. I'd like to create a treasury, and I just can't put together how I want it to look inside that room. I've created a place to store my books for enchantments, and I've got myself a place where I can keep my armor. Oops. We can get that here after a bit. I want to get myself a place where I can store all my valuable items, such as my diamonds, my lapis ore, the music discs, which I actually probably won't put those in there. I got my awesome diamond horse armor that I'd like to keep hidden away. I mean, who wouldn't want to? Especially when you have almost 18 stacks of them. Let's see. Are we ready? Of course we're not ready. That's such a silly question to be asking myself. I'm about to get pummeled by a whole bunch of magma cubes while I try to escape their clutches and hope like crazy that they finagle their way down there and the room down here is sufficient for them to die in. Let's see what happens. Ow! Ow, 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 ow. Haha, I have escaped. Get down there. Yeah, it doesn't seem that had much of an effect on them like I wanted. On Cemetech, we try to promote a very friendly working environment. And, yeah, it's just kind of generally nice to see what everybody's up to, what kind of projects being worked on. And, you know, we share a lot of jokes and laughs. We have a lot of in-house jokes like chockins, and which somebody misspelled when they were talking about their chicken farm. And, yeah, it's, you know, we're always looking for new people, new builders to join in on the fun that is Cemetech. We have events coming up, hopefully. We're waiting on a couple users to finish working on our racetrack so we can have a tournament of sorts, if we can get the user base. Sadly, lately, the people coming in have slowed down drastically. Guessing it's probably to do with vacations and school starting for some. Alright, so there, that's closed off enough. It looks like they're dying. Go ahead and throw that over there. Might come back later and throw some more glass along there. How much glass do I still have? I have 20. Oops. Come on, TI Freak. Let's not screw this up any more than you already have. There. Let's take care of that. And that's up high enough that it shouldn't be affected. No, no. Bad. He is a player and administrator, sort of. Not really worded properly. He's got a second account that he uses to administer the website in case we have any people that decide they want to grief or just come in and cause problems for us. He's also the owner of Cemetech, the idea, the design of calculator projects and everything else, so... Oh, right. We'll have to finagle my way up there with new steps at some point. Well, we're up to 26. This probably isn't the most efficient farm out there, but for the moment it seems to be working. Oh yeah, I was going to throw some glass along here so I could see what was going on. You. Get down there. There we go. Right. There we go. Try and keep things from spawning, because, well, I don't need a creeper blowing up all my hard work. I might shed manly alligator tears. I think ultimately we are going to block this pathway off right here. That eliminates that as a potential problem for later. Man, this overall room looks bad still. Alright. $31. I guess we'd have to call this a bit of a success. Let me see if I can't... Stay! Down, boys! Down! No, bad. There. Haha! Oh, crap. Oh, come on, guys. Stop that. There. Alright. I'm not dying to you guys today. What the heck? I thought we sealed that. Okay, and before we die... One thing I'm extremely bad about doing is making sure that I've eaten food lately. My health bar tends to suffer for it. Alright. Well, it isn't exactly the most efficient design, I'm sure, by far. Honestly, I probably could get away with digging that back a little further. I don't know, perhaps to get rid of the small ones? I'll give it some more thought. But ultimately, to this end, this farm's functional. It's producing. May not be a lot, but it is producing. If anybody has any bright ideas on how to perhaps increase productivity of this farm, give me some ideas on what else I should look into doing. And for that, that's it for this episode. So have fun. Let me know what you all think. Give me any suggestions that you guys might have, and have fun, guys.